Hi everybody, welcome to Grumpy Old Men. My name is Tim Newton and this is Mr. Steve Ross.
Good morning. I'm very pleased to see you all.
I had a busy program yesterday talking about the 10 things people have misconceptions about Thailand.
I watched, yes.
You had a few suggestions.
Yes, I watched.
By the way, it's not Christmas. They have been a little bit slow in taking down the Christmas tree.
It's Christmas here.
We're at Bun in Thailand.
At least there's no Labubu. What are those little dolls? Labubu?
Labubu dolls.
Labubu. At least there's no Labubu.
They're scary.
There's tchotchkes, but yeah, nothing weirdly, strangely frightening. Like
But I brought a star to put on the Christmas tree. That'll be comfortable.
Thank you. Yeah.
So one thing that we were speaking about in our preamble that I thought I would bring up for the masses to consume.
Okay.
And we were talking about
the quality of the food here. Is that what you brought up?
No. The new market that opened yesterday.
Yeah.
And it had a certain amount of, a limited amount of success. A bit of confusion, and it had a band that played for 3 hours, which was missing an important constituent part of a band in that they should be in tune. But all that aside, we decided today that Thais don't do new things very well.
Yes.
Would you like to expand on that?
Well, I think they love new things. First of all, nobody will buy a second-hand car if they can help it. They love new stuff. They love grand openings. They love cutting ribbons. They love making speeches. They love all wearing the same shirts. But they love, they're more experienced at doing things they've been doing for 1,000 years. They're very, very comfortable in that realm. And new stuff tends to be disorganized. The launch of a new product, if it's not the same thing. By now, they're really good at opening malls, right? They'll open a mall and everything the first day. They'll have the celebrity come in, cut the ribbon. They'll have the governor come in, give the speech. They'll have the little children come in and do a dance and sing, and then everybody goes shopping, and they know how to do that. The market on the beach, is something brand new here and hasn't been ever done before. They've been here 175 years or something, the same families, and they've never opened a talat nat on the beach. So it was a little chaotic, but everybody had fun. Of course, they always have fun.
I should say the presence of the new sculptures made by a local.
Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you.
Prop building thespian person.
Yeah, we don't know how to label these things yet. We're all kind of at sea. What exactly is Steve doing?
It's art.
I don't know, craft.
Recycled art.
Well, oddly, I posted one of my turtles on a Facebook group called Recycled Art. And it's about people who make art out of found objects or trash, outright trash. It got 600 likes. Yeah, I've never, on my own Facebook, I've never had 600 likes on anything. I don't think I've ever had 600 likes on a video that I've produced. I've never seen this Facebook page before, but they're very welcoming to my turtles on this Facebook page. And a woman introduced herself on this page who had lived on Krabi 10 years ago and was doing art out of cigarette lighters she found on Krabi 10 years ago. And this brings up, it's something in Norel's notebook for today. I digress. While I'm thinking about it, she made 10 years ago, she lived for I think 7 or 8 years in Krabi, and she would pick up trash off the beach. She made art with cigarette butts because she found enough cigarette butts on the beach to make art. Well, we don't here. I've never seen in 3 years a cigarette butt on our beach because it's local here. The local boys smoke banana leaf roll-your-owns. They don't smoke a filtered cigarette. So I'm wondering if, and then another friend said, yeah, on Kamala Beach, on Phuket, I used to find hundreds of cigarette butts every day. Is that something we can literally point the finger of blame at tourists and say, this bit of trash is on you, dude?
Well, a lot of it washes up on the beach.
Yeah, but from where? It's not washing up here.
From India or from
cigarette butt crossing the ocean?
Sure.
It doesn't cross to here. Well, not sure. That seems counterintuitive to me.
People
They're
never
fragile.
smoked. People never smoked here in Thailand until the cigarette butts floated in across from India.
Is that what
and
triggered
people
it?
went, "Oh, I wonder what that is."
Okay.
Do you know? I have a theory about why they are a bit disorganized with things that are new.
Oh, okay.
Is that Thailand is very hierarchical.
Yes.
And I think the people who are doing the work are looking up and saying, hey, what are we meant to be doing? Yeah. And they go, I don't want to be responsible for making a decision. I'll ask my senior. And then it goes up to the top. And then the person at the top has paid his way through family connections over the years to get the job and knows nothing about what they're actually doing.
Yes, perhaps.
So I think there is, and nobody wants to make a decision.
And he doesn't have 1,000 years of tradition to fall back on, to say, this is how we've always done it. Why are you bothering me with this question? We've always done it this way. So yeah, I think that is likely to be a part of it.
You go to any ceremony in Thailand, it could be a birth, marriage, death, or a launch of a new thing, or a blessing a new ceiling that they put in their home, or opening a new shrine out the front, or whatever.
Buying a new car, yeah.
They do that just perfectly. They know exactly where to put their hands.
Yep.
They know what prayer they're meant to say. They know which way they're meant to face. It is just, we watch it and go, wow, they really know what they're doing.
Military precision.
But they've been doing that, as you say, for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Or hundreds, perhaps.
Yes. Perhaps. Some of the things, I think, like this, mimicking a prisoner of war whose hands are bound, and he's begging for mercy from his captors. This gesture is probably thousands of years old.
Yes. They copied it from those Ronald McDonald statues in Bangkok. I've seen them. So the Thais copied
creepy
that.
As hell. Those things creep me out. Of all of American culture to adopt, guns and Ronald McDonald.
Now, your Norell's notebook is famous. It usually is the receptacle for Steve Got It Wrong post, and you're chock-a-block this week.
Yeah, we've got three or four Steve Got It Wrong. You want to leap into
3 or 4 pages?
You want to leap into
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll leave that to the end, but I'll leave a good swathe of the program to do.
A lot of mea culpa this week.
Yeah. Including, we've got a book as well, The Politician and Other Stories.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about that as well.
Yes.
But I just wanted to share with you a happy moment I had last night, because happy moments are things we should all try and have more of, especially as we get older.
Yes.
Don't hit the table.
Knock on wood. I'm sorry, it's a habit, it's a tick.
Sorry, yes, let's move on.
Happy moment.
Happy moment. So I'd had not a particularly good day yesterday, arguing with people about parking in front of my house.
Didn't your fence blow over
my
in the
fence
night?
blew over again.
Oh my God, yes. Busy day at Chateau Newton.
So I decided I'm going to sit and watch a couple of movies. And I was thinking, with genres, there is one genre that I think sort of goes under the radar, although it tends to make an appearance at the Academy Awards from time to time, because I think the Academy like these sort of films. These are, and I'm not exactly sure what you call the genre, but they're usually a small ensemble cast. They're usually like a coming of age story. They've got a very simple soundtrack. A sort of a script with a lot of gaps, long pauses,
acting,
30-second shots of the one scene, and they sort of meander. But it's what's it like, ASMR? They're quite comforting to sit and watch, and watch the story unfold like it might as you're reading it from a book. And does it have a name?
Well,
genre?
Character-driven.
Character-driven.
You can have, I suppose,
coming of age.
A big splashy spectacle that is character-driven. Think Spartacus, right? Kirk Douglas in Spartacus. He does a remarkable role for a man who couldn't act his way out of a wet paper bag. He does a remarkable role in that role, and there's spectacle, and there's massive battle scenes.
Chariots.
But typically, a spectacle. You look at the Too Fast, Too Furious, the Marvel movies. There's no acting. going on. The actors are mannequins that they drape a costume on, and they give you some exposition so you know why this cop is chasing this criminal in this chase. But what you're describing is more of the traditional movie experience or theater experience or literature experience of engaging with a character who is sympathetic and feeling his or her struggles and how they mirror your own. So character driven, I think, is a good catch-all phrase for what you're describing.
Yeah, I think one difference from, for example, the theatre is that you really can't get away with long pauses on the stage, whereas, of course, cinematically, they've got other things to keep your eyes and your ears engaged.
I don't know.
The only long pauses I ever did in my shows were when I forgot my lines, which was often, very often.
Well, you know, people throw rocks at William Shatner because Captain Kirk speaks like this. Well, he learned that at Banff at the Shakespeare Festival in Canada at Banff. He was a Shakespearean actor before he went to Broadway and then to Hollywood. So I think, yes, you can get the audience's attention with a pause.
Well, I'm talking about 30-second, 1-minute pauses. That you don't usually get those.
Oh, okay. You mean just 30 seconds of film without dialogue?
There you go.
Okay, my mistake. I'm sorry. Yes, so there is that. Yes.
I ended up watching 2 movies last night, and I went to bed feeling at peace with the world. And I didn't fall asleep. They kept me gripped. Even though they're very slow and ponderous in some ways. And I think a lot of young people might watch them sort of getting agitated and reaching for their phone, just not being able to sort of hang on. But I watched Call Me By Your Name, which I think was Timothée Chalamet's first big movie. He sort of came to notice. Armie Hammer, Armie Hammer.
As in the product name, Armand Hammer.
Okay, there you go. And then I watched The Go-Between, which I've quoted before. And the opening line is,
"The past is a foreign country. They do things differently there."
Written by L.P. Hartley, but it was turned into a movie in 1971. So, and the other thing that a lot of these movies have is they've got the sort of tinkly piano soundtrack, which is probably inexpensive. Ladies in Lavender, Maggie Smith and Dame Judi Dench. Also, Dame Maggie Smith. Picnic at Hanging Rock. Has anybody out there seen that? Australians would have seen it.
No, I think...
Did you ever see that?
I think I did in college, actually.
Miranda, don't go up there.
I think in college I saw that and Beautiful Creatures. Is that another Aussie movie? I took a survey of film class and we did international... I think we watched
foreign film,
Estrada and things like that. Yeah, foreign film. And I think that would have been my exposure to Hanging Rock and Beautiful Creatures.
But one I think a lot of American people might remember, and I think it was Janet Leigh or Jennifer Leigh, the female, stunning looking lady. She was the star of Summer of 42, which was very evocative, very coming of age. The beach and the waves and the waving trees and wow. And the amazing Michel Legrand soundtrack.
And my comment on that is you could not make that, a major Hollywood studio would not make that movie today, or they would change it to take place after the boy's 18th birthday, because it's about a teenager who loses his virginity to an older woman over summer vacation.
Or she'd be arrested at the end of the movie.
Yes, something like that. Hollywood has to be too sensitive. Netflix could do it exactly that way. I think Netflix so far has not been cowed by public pressure and still can do that sort of thing. But yeah, you wouldn't see a studio make that. Or I think the Oscars, I'm pretty sure somebody screenplay or somebody got an Oscar for Summer of 42 and certainly sold millions of copies of the book, and probably that would be a different outcome today, I think.
You don't have Netflix anymore, do you?
No.
Because you used to, you still do have a love of anime.
Yes.
That you shared with your son mainly.
Yes.
There's a K-pop Demon Hunters. which I think is actually a Canadian production, but sort of leans heavily into the K-pop genre. That is a genre, for sure. So, yeah, I'll have to you have to come around and sit and watch it. You'll probably enjoy it.
Probably. Oh, yeah. Anything, the title alone, K-pop Demon Hunters. It's like, what was it, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? Was that one? Yeah. You
just got to go and see it.
Yeah, you got to. There's a tension there. There's an intellectual disconnect that you have to investigate.
So are there any movies that you can recommend that are of that same coming of age, slow-paced, ponderous piano soundtrack that you can recommend? Because I really went to bed last night feeling very relaxed and at one with the world.
Yeah, and, anything Steve Ross worked on in the 80s, anything in my movie and TV career would have been low budget. The soundtrack with one piano, 3 actors, because that's what you can afford, shooting it outside under natural light, because that's what you can afford. The biggest credit on my resume is Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, all shot outside on the street, because you don't have to light it. It's cheap to do it that way. And yeah, anything with Steve Ross's name on it would be this small, intimate, independent, non-studio, character-driven product.
So over to you.
Or anything free on YouTube. Anything I can watch for free on YouTube that's good. Recommend that.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of free movies on YouTube, but except for The Sound of Music, which for some reason is free on YouTube at the moment, there's not a lot of other
anything
quality
Disney owns is not going to show up.
No.
But I just finished binging Slings and Arrows, 3 seasons of Slings and Arrows. God, I love that show. And it's all free, and even on my machine, I don't pay for the deluxe premium super duper. So I watch a lot of commercials, or I skip a lot of commercials. And no commercials in this thing, straight through. Loved it, absolutely loved it.
I bought YouTube Premium last month. I have got a lot of my life back, rather than sitting through
skip
teeth whitening and what else do they? It's always teeth whitening on my service anyway. Let's go to your book, and then Norell's notebook with Steve Got It Wrong coming up. And Steve bought his dildo? Or?
It's not mine, it's here.
Oh, sorry, it's a bread roll.
And the old prop man, it's a baguette. And the old prop man in me, I'm really unused to being on camera, but dealing with props, I'm very, very used to dealing with props. Norell's notebook.
Hey, people sometimes want to talk about, I can't watch the show today because Tim's sitting on the wrong side. Yeah. Do we have a side?
We have never talked about where we're going to sit. We sit and eat first.
And then we just
push the chairs together. Up. If we had pushed the chairs together, so it's a rectangular table. If we had pushed and we sit opposite each other to eat. If we had gone to this side of the table, I'd be on the right, camera right. If we go to that side of the table, I'm on camera left. And we never discuss it. We just push the chairs together wherever the light is coming in, and that's where we sit.
So the point being that we don't think about it, and neither should you.
But honestly, I'm flattered you pay that kind of attention.
Sure.
I really do. We might have to build a set. If you're paying that much attention,
something's wrong. Tim's sitting on the wrong side. Yeah. Maybe he's got cancer or something.
Now what I think they normally say that I am on camera right and you are on camera left. So we're going to trigger some people today.
Whichever side I sit on, it smells the same. So.
All right. I want to start by thanking.
Oh my God, you got lots of notes.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of stuff today. I want to thank Jim Carlin and Paul Cockley. I don't think I've received any PayPal money. The only way to throw money at Steve Ross at the moment is PayPal. On my old channel, in the descriptions, there's a PayPal link. I had no idea the thing was still active. But this week, 2 people PayPal'd me. And I don't need the money. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it.
How do you retrieve the money from PayPal? Do you go to
There's
the bank?
Just a link. There's a link, and you click on it, and it says, what do you want us to do with this money? Do you want us to deposit in your bank account?
Oh, okay.
Or whatever. And I say, yeah, bank account. I think you can get like crypto or Bitcoin or whatever. I don't know. But I just have an old, my El Paso credit union account stuck on there. And a very welcome gift that will go to art supplies. Thank you, guys.
I think you need a Thai bank account.
Oh, I have one, but I don't touch it.
Okay.
No, it's there for the Visa.
Right.
Yeah, I dumped 800,000 baht in it, and I've never touched it.
In the description, buy me a coffee.
Yeah, he's got Buy Me a Coffee.
We could do with another one.
When
actually.
I was doing this, Buy Me a Coffee didn't work in Thailand. There was some kind of obscure banking law that you couldn't buy Steve a coffee unless you were out of the country. So I disabled that button and stopped talking about it. And I haven't produced a video in more than a year.
You have.
Yeah, well, I'm reading my books, but
Yes.
that's for one. That's an audience of one. That's for Maddie. But yeah, I'm very welcome. Thank you, Paul Cockley and Jim Carlin. Thanks. I very much appreciate it. Glue and caulking and cement. Oh, and we got a letter from Eric Humley. Am I saying that right? Humley in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. I think that's Wisconsin. I'm going to start a GoFundMe to buy Eric a softer lead pencil. It's very, very light, but it's a very kind letter, a very generous letter, and it was
pencil.
It was fun to read. It was difficult to read, but it was fun to read. And Eric, thank you very much, Eric Humley. That was a very nice note.
Again, they found you with a very, very simple address, but they got the postcode right.
Yeah, that was it. Apparently, my name and a postcode would 82120 Steve Ross.
He's that
82120
famous.
Thailand. That might from out of the country. It doesn't work as well from inside Thailand. They will stop it at the post office and send it back to you and ask you for. But if it comes in from outside the country, they can't send it back. So yeah. Anyway, we have covered that over and over. Oh, here's a Steve got it wrong. Probably 20 people called me on this.
Probably.
Kudos. Good for you. Probably. G'day. And yeah, you ain't sin free. And every action, what is it? For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Is Sir Isaac Newton, not Albert Einstein? So Steve was like way off on that one.
Well, physics isn't your sort of strong suit.
Yeah, I went art stream from the 7th grade on. I never, in middle school, high school, or college, never took a science class or a math class.
I should have picked you up on that. I should have known.
Yeah.
But you don't like being
It's the only
corrected.
reason I invite you. Somebody mentioned there are other Steve got it wrong, but I don't write these in any order, so we'll get to them. Don't worry. If you called me out on something, you were probably right, and I'll get to it. I'll get to it. We talked about racism. Our Thai is racist last week, and we had brought up that you watch TV here, and or you look at the rock stars, the pop stars. Everybody's light skinned. You look at government. Very light skinned Northern Thais, Chinese derived Thais are very well represented in media here. And somebody pointed out, yeah, in English teaching too. If you're an English teacher, a foreign English teacher, somebody with light skin, somebody Caucasian will get a better job in a better school than somebody who is dark skinned but from an English speaking country, like an Indian, or somebody from Suriname or something. Yeah, and I had forgotten that. I taught English here 35 years ago. And yeah,
there is an obsession with white skin here.
Yes, that's why they like you so much.
And some of it is quite deeply entrenched in the culture.
Yeah.
And it's not sort of overtly nasty racism, it's just sort of a cultural racism, if that's a thing.
Yeah, it's not, racism in the United States, dragging someone out of their house and hanging them in the front yard, burning a cross on somebody's lawn, enslaving people for 400 years because of the color of their skin. That, not so much here. Yeah, not that.
No.
That toxic, vindictive, hateful kind of racism. There's just a casual racism, very much like the giving of nicknames. You'll see beautiful, beautiful women named Pig or named Fatty, because when they were a baby, when they were 1 year old, they were chubby, and they carry that name through their life. And it's not cruel. It's not, or they'll comment as soon as they meet you. Oh, you've put on a lot of weight since last time I saw you. They're not shy about that. They're very upfront and uninhibited in certain ways, and very, very inhibited in other ways.
Can they go to a building in Bangkok and formally change their nickname? How would they say, sorry, Mum and Dad, I don't want to be called Piggy anymore?
They do that all the time. Most Thai people have more than one nickname. Your coworkers probably won't call you what your mother calls you, and certainly if you're a woman working in a bar, you're not going by the name you grew up with. But there's no formal documentation of that name. It doesn't appear on a birth certificate or wedding certificate, so there's no need to change it through civil law. But social custom allows people to pick their own name, or the guys at work. If you drop a tool and somebody says you're a klutz, and the rest of your working days at that you're called klutz, that's your nickname, you know. And your mom may call you fatty or pig, but the guys at work call you klutz, you know. So yeah, all very cash. Oh, Steve got it wrong
Again
in 1 week. Yeah. It was Socrates who was forced to drink the hemlock. And he was not, I brought him up in the context of political satire. And I said, well, political satire has been around since the Greeks. Euripides, Eumenides, and who was the guy who was forced to drink the hemlock for political satire? And people pointed out that it was Socrates, but it wasn't for political satire. It was for straight up criticism of the powers that be, just flat out, no humor, just you guys are schmucks. And he was forced to drink the hemlock. So thank you for that. And someone pointed out that only Euripides was a playwright. The Eumenides were characters or tropes within Greek playwriting. So I with a theater degree.
Next.
I with swing and a miss. 5th century BC Attic comedy, just if you're interested. That's the first record of political satire. We were talking about a certain American satirist who lost his job, and I said, you know, it's been around, they've been firing people and murdering people for satire for years. For some reason, I cannot read all of the comments on your channel. The comments, if they're long, it'll say read more, and I'll click on read more, and then it'll just stop with 3 little ellipses, 3 little dots. And if I condense the zoom down to about this, I'll see the whole comment, but I won't be able to read it. It'll be too small.
I am betting it's operator error.
You think a PEBCAC error? A PEBCAC error. Problem exists between keyboard and chair.
Yes. I should block you from reacting to the comments, by the way, but...
Why?
Oh, sometimes you get a little bit angry.
I do not. I'll kill you.
With the comments.
Yeah, I know.
Commenters.
I allow people, and I know
I just delete them.
Yes,
Much
other
easier.
people do.
Sure.
I allow them to provoke me. I have an empty life and plenty of spare time, and so I engage. And the real sadness is I don't engage as frequently with the people who say nice things, which is 95% of you. And you say something nice, and I only have time to click a heart, and a heart, and a heart, and I'll go through 100 nice, flattering, complimentary things, and then get to one schmuck, and I'll spend 15 minutes composing a screed about his schmuckness.
And you think that'll fix him?
Yeah, that'll fix him. And meanwhile, I could have spent those 15 minutes giving a few words to each of the nice people.
Thank you.
But, yeah, thank you. Thank you, appreciate it. And I don't. That's the tragedy. I spend my time, and my only consolation is I'm not alone, I think, in doing that.
You're changing the name of the program to Grumpy Old Man.
Yeah. And his second banana.
There we are. Grumpy Old Man. Is that you on the front there?
I think so. He's wearing a checkered shirt. He's got white hair and glasses.
I've never seen you with braces, though.
He is bald. So I don't know. Maybe it's a conglomeration of the two of us.
I've never worn. I used to wear. I went through a phase of wearing braces for fashion reason only.
Yeah, Bay City Rollers. Sure. Yeah, 80s.
It wasn't the Bay City Rolls that was my
You weren't
inspiration.
I thought you were in the Bay City Rollers.
No, I don't have a Scottish accent. I can't even do a reasonable Scottish accent.
Great. I love it. That she.
And neither can you.
Neither can I. Race has no agreed upon definition. The word race. This blows me away, because in my career as a medical transcriptionist, absolutely every patient history begins with name, gender, age, and race, because there are medical conditions that are more prevalent in certain races. And so doctors will mention in the record, this is an African-American male, 36 years of age. I always, whenever I had a checkup, I insisted the doctor began the report with, the patient is a 60-year-old man who does not appear his stated age. Yes, I insisted on that. But anyway, we were talking race, and I said all human beings, we'd be one breed of dog if we were dogs. We'd all be Great Danes or we'd be Pekingese.
Every single human on this planet shares 99.9% the same DNA. That 0.1% is what gives us all the differences that we see. But I see it, we're all one race. I don't know why we tend to want...
Science agrees with you.
Yes,
and I'm
apparently.
surprised. I learned something. I thought race had certainly, since physicians use it every time they describe a patient, I thought certainly there was a scientific consensus on what is race. And no, race and culture and ethnicity are thrown around indiscriminately in the public discourse, and that surprised me.
Yeah,
I was
think
not
the
aware of
word
that.
race shouldn't be used. We're one race. Get over it.
Yeah. All right, we've done half of them. That's half of Narelle's notebook. You can stop me anytime. It's your channel.
Do your book review in the middle.
Well, that's just very easy.
I'll
Kamsing
hold it.
Sinok, The Politician and Other Stories. This guy wrote newspaper columns, much as I did, that were collected into books. He's a Thai author, from the 50s and 60s, I think, or 60s and 70s.
Salty.
Yeah, everything in my house right now is coated with a grime of brine. Oh, it's just awful.
Grime of brine.
A grime of brine. I cannot keep anything clean. My motorcycle's rusting away, all my tools. I mean, and it happens every year. But this year, this is the time of year, the monsoons.
Wash. That's
all of
you
my
can
books, all the books are grimy. Anyway, if you want to read a Thai man's writing about Thailand, this is a good choice. There's also more modern books. He was the only voice doing this back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Now there are several more voices, and the ASEAN community is, giving awards and prizes to things like Bangkok Wakes Terrain and Sightseeing and other modern Thai authors writing in English. But Kamsing Sinok is famous. Any Thai person teaching on a university campus will recognize his name.
He was born in 1930 in northern Thailand.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
If you are seen on a college campus carrying this book in the faculty break room, you'll get brownie points from your colleagues, whether or not you're actually reading the stories, because he is not constrained, of course, by the Aristotelian unities of Western narrative. He tells stories in an Asian way.
And I'm told he has a sarcastic humor and a unique writing style.
He is sarcastic.
Apparently.
Yeah, he's cutting, and that's very unusual in a Thai in any context.
Where would you buy this? All good bookstores.
Well, I think there's probably 2 used bookstores left. You'll never find it in a new bookstore.
I'm looking forward to chapter 11, which is called Dunghill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got a lovely story about there was an effort by the government in the 50s to put outhouses on Thai farms, because typically Thais would just go out in the rice fields, squat behind a dike, and do their business in the rice field and help fertilize the rice field.
I don't think you can say squat behind the dike anymore. I think.
The dirt wall that contains a rice paddy.
You could say that.
You would squat behind that, and he has a story about a man and wife who the government has come and installed an outhouse, dug a pit, and put a little wooden house over it for them, so that they no longer have to go out in the fields, and they don't want to use it. They don't know how to tell the government man it's much more enjoyable to be outside in the sunlight, and it's good for the rice.
Or the final chapter, intercourse.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, a very unusual Thai voice, at any rate. All right, we move on.
Back to Narelle's notebook.
Oh, we were talking about, actually...
Should I mention, by the way, while we're talking books, if anybody would like to get hold of Steve's books, you can order them on Amazon.
Yes, on Amazon.com.
There's a link in the description.
They are predominantly for ebooks, for e-readers, for $3. The printed copies that were printed in the early 2000s are very hard to find now.
They are collector's items.
Yeah.
They'll be worth a fortune one day.
You know, if you look, the printed copies are priced at $200, $300, because the vendor doesn't have a copy. And rather than take down the listing of a book and put up a new listing every single time he sells a book, he just changes the price to something ridiculous. When he gets a copy of that book, he just drops the price again. He doesn't have to rebuild the whole listing. So that's why they're not collector's copies yet, but they are listed at a couple $100 on Amazon.
Could you do a compendium, put them all together, and do a run of a couple of hundred books, and we could flog them on the show?
It's, you know, I guess. I think printing books on paper these days, especially at small quantities, anything under 10,000 copies, I think it is not financially sound to do that. But if you wait long enough, I will read all 5 books on my channel, a few stories at a time. And I finished just yesterday or day before, finished the first book, Thai Vignettes. So it's all there for free. You can hear me read the stories if you want.
I'll do a reading of LP Hartley's The Go-Between.
There you go. Yeah. You're already on YouTube every single day. You don't need to do more.
That's not me.
You've saturated the medium. You've saturated the medium. We talk frequently about what you want to do. The best thing you can do for yourself as an expat in Thailand is be very careful not to break any Thai person's face.
Oh yeah.
In public, doing it between you, losing face in front of your spouse, they kind of can internalize that, suck that up. But if there's a third party present, a child, a relative, if you're out in public at the store, you do not want to cause them embarrassment, social embarrassment of any kind. And I'll give you a little tip. If you're learning Thai, you want to speak Thai, it is considered confrontational here and aggressive to ask a direct question. Why didn't you do that thing I asked you to do? All right? That's very brusque and rude. Yes. But if you preface it with the phrase, Mai sapwa, meaning I don't know that. Mai sapwa, tamai mai tam ti pom hai kun tam. Why didn't you do the thing I did? But you preface it with, I don't know why you didn't do that thing. Then they have the option of just changing the subject. They're not refusing to answer a direct question. So no face is lost, right? So if there's anything, you hear it a lot in press conferences. The press will, when they're asking a powerful politician something, why did you steal all that money? And the politician will say, oh, the problem today is feminism, blah, 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 blah. He'll change the subject. And the reporters, I think, probably used to have to do that.
Of all the press corps I've seen in the world, the Thais can get very, very savage, but in a very Thai way with their politicians.
Passive.
They can passive aggressive. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, face more than anything else. If you can get your head around how it works and why it works and how you can avoid making a Thai lose face, will be the most important thing to make your life smooth and nice and easy if you decide to live here.
Smile, smile, smile. Don't raise your voice. I know I'm a bad example of that. I sit here and I shout at you for an hour every Sunday morning, and I'm sorry. But the volume knob is right down here.
We sort of use the term lecture rather than...
Yes, lecture. I lecture. I do. I orate. I am a pedant. But yeah,
I think you said pedant.
Keep your cool, keep your calm, smile, smile, smile.
Giant.
Never criticize or confront anybody in public. Wait until you're alone, or simply internalize it, swallow it, and get back at them later. That's what they do.
We're going to change the name of the segment from Steve Got It Wrong to perhaps Steve got it wrong at some stage.
Yeah. I've made all the mistakes, all the big mistakes you can make. I have made over and over and over and over. They want to sit, they're going to sit here. And that's fine. It's a public place. ได้ครับได้ไม่เป็นไรได้ครับ
They could take over the program.
Well, they're more camera ready than either you or nor I. Shrinkflation was the word I was struggling to find last year.
I was equally struggling, thinking, God, what is that term he's talking about?
When they make the product smaller but charge the same price. And in a lot of cases, the package will be the same size and the product inside will be half the size of the package. Thank you to the 239 viewers who gave us that word. I much appreciate it. There was
a new booking.
There was a question asked in the comments last week, are Lukrung considered fully Thai?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yes, as a parent of two Lukrung children, it certainly interests me. Half and half, yeah, Lukrung is half a child. And it means biracial children, and particularly Thai and some other race.
Which usually will end up looking quite splendid. The combination of the...
Yeah, I hate to objectify people or body shame people, but yes, in my experience, biracial children of any race, any combination of races, seem to be physically very attractive.
Yes.
That is. I know both of my kids are gorgeous. That's all.
I'm
I know.
half New Zealand, half Australian.
There you go. That explains
That
it.
is why I look so beautiful.
I'm 100% Lithuanian. That's why
You've got big eyebrows.
The big dog that I am. Yeah, and this schnoz here. But at any rate, it's an interesting question that neither of us, I think, will ever fully and with authority be able to answer. But looking at Thai society, we've mentioned already, white skin is treasured. Many, many actors and dancers and singers on the TV will be biracial. And there is a politician, and very noted politician named Rangsaman Rom, who is the biracial
opposition party.
Right. Always in front of always sent out there to be the spokesperson. And
Speaks very good English too.
Well, sure, his dad's an American. There you go. His dad's a friend of mine, Mark Rome, on Phuket, and he seems to have been accepted as fully Thai by his constituents who voted him into office, and by his party brothers and sisters who push him forward to be the spokesperson pretty often.
So if you're electioneering against someone like Rangsaman, do you, as part of your election campaign, go, don't vote for him, he's not really Thai, or she's not really Thai? I've never sort of heard that used as a reason not to vote for somebody.
Yeah.
I think the staff are trying to get in on the action.
Yeah, photo bomb, video bomb. Yeah, that's real interesting. Now, I think, we've established 95% of our audience is Farang male, over the age of whatever. I think neither one of us will ever actually answer this. And the guys who jumped into the comment section and said definitively, either my kids are completely accepted in my wife's family and in our neighborhood by the other kids, or the guys who jumped in and said, well, I've been here 2 years and I can tell you that biracial kids will never be accepted as fully Thai. None of us, I think, has the gravitas. We've got about, I'm sorry, ladies, I'm really loud. We've got about 2% of our audience are Thai people, so perhaps our Thai viewers can chip in on this.
Yeah, I think also not just a matter of who has conceived the children, but the way that those children react to any comments of that type, or how they act generally. I think Thai people are usually, if you're pleasant and easy to get along with and fun, and you'll fit in.
Yes.
I fit in. They just see me as just another Thai, I'm sure.
I have not achieved that level.
No, you keep at it, you'll get there one day.
Thank you. I appreciate your optimism. Yeah. If you're interested in Thai literature at all, there's a show called Khao Nok Na, Rice.
That is the loudest.
Yeah.
It's right behind us too.
Khao Nok Na, rice out of the field. It has the same connotation as sow your wild oats in English. It is a bastard child. It's called Khao Nok Na, rice outside of the paddy. And there's a very famous Thai novel.
That's a different thing, isn't it? That being born out of wedlock has got a different sort of shame connected.
But there was a period when a lot of Thai children were born to American servicemen who then left and abandoned their children, and particularly black American servicemen. And those children then grew up in the 70s and 80s in a very fraught, I think, racist environment, not just being biracial, but being black and being children of American soldiers who deserted their wives and children. And it's a Bar Girl with a Heart of Gold story. I've recommended it before, I know, and it's been done on video several times. And every Thai person will recognize that. That
soon
title,
to be turned into a movie with a small cast, tinkly piano music, and long shots into the distance?
Well, I don't know, because the role has to be done in blackface. It is always every hot Thai ingenue wants to do that role, but no hot Thai ingenues are going to be biracial with an African American father. So you have to get a light-skinned popular actress and put blackface on her. I don't know, even in Thailand, if that would.
We could get away with that.
Yeah, I think we might have grown beyond that phase. We're certainly not going to see a white actor as, say, Othello. Hey, Tony, what's that? Okay, I'm almost done, dude. 4 more.
Yay!
Have we got time? How long are we?
There we go. 45 minutes.
Oh, we got all the time in the world. I might go back and get to some things we missed in previous weeks.
We might not have time.
This is a comment made about my colleague here. It's a pity that nonsense like that casts a shadow over all that you have to say. Nonsense like that. Again,
What did I say that was...
whatever it was not about politics. But people have been trained by these same devices that are robbing us of the attention span necessary to watch a movie or watch a play or read a novel. That same machine is training us to look at everything through a political lens. So he's saying, because I don't agree with you on subject A, everything, I will paint you with that tar brush over everything you say. Typically I would say, no, that's not correct. People are able to compartmentalize.
I think I did save that comment.
Yeah. Do you like Groucho Marx? Do you know what Groucho's politics were? No, you don't, because he didn't live in an age when it was expected that everybody would feel compelled to give you their politics as soon as they meet you and ask for your politics and then judge you on everything you say based on your politics. If you knew Groucho was very conservative and you are a liberal, would it change how you look at those movies? If he was liberal and you're conservative, would you not laugh at Horse Feathers or A Night at the Opera? Of course you would.
Largely, I'm sorry to say, this is very much an American phenomenon at the moment.
At the moment.
Highly charged. Speaking of comments, while we're at it, I was looking for that comment you mentioned because I did screen save it. And I know exactly who it is. But somebody said, and his name is Jack NZ, which is spelled ENZED, which is New Zealand, yes. Tim, did you ever work for a bloke named John Cliff in Melbourne? Now, this person hasn't got back to me, but I said, yes. It was the first job I had out of school, was working at an audiovisual production company, and I'd just love to know how Jack knew me from that time, because straight out of school, that's about 5 years ago. So I'd love to know if there's any more to be said about that, how you knew me from that time. So Jack in NZ, Tim, did you ever work for a bloke named John Cliff, who'd be long departed now? I'd be very interested to hear from you.
Cool.
Especially if it's saying something nice about me. It might be the opposite.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Bastard, you.
All right.
All right.
Oh, somebody commented on a different channel. Or no, maybe it was that we were talking about faith and Thai faith and spiritualism. And there's a certain number of bitter, lonely, sad Farang who like to throw rocks at how Thais worship and they probably throw rocks at how anybody else worships, I'm sure. But one guy said, it's like the bar girls who pay, and this is a direct quote, and I never directly quote because I'm too lazy. This time I'm direct quoting. It's like the bar girls who pay their respects to the spirit house, but still lie, cheat, and steal. All right.
What would you like to say about that,
Steve? She is just gorgeous. That woman is just stunning. All right.
And you're very sad that she's not sitting next to you anymore.
Yeah. No, she never would. That woman would not come close enough to touch me with a 10-foot pole. All right, so you're confusing, first of all, spirit house and a Taoist or Buddhist shrine. The spirit houses are outside. They are dedicated to the spirits of the land. These are like poltergeists or ghosts who inhabit the land. The poltergeist doesn't give a shit about your morals. There's no moral teaching going on in animism. You're simply paying your respects to a tree or a rock or the dirt. So you're confused. What you're talking about is the girls who come in the bar and they'll light a stick of incense and pray for a good customer tonight. We do that. We make merit at a Buddha shrine because we are imperfect, because we sin, because we have generated bad karma, and that frightens us, so we want to generate a little good karma. And there's nothing hypocritical about that, dude. You are vastly misunderstanding the way these people pray. And you need to read a book. Seriously, read a book.
Okay.
All right.
That one's going to get responses. I just know.
No, that's fine. That's
Who
why
was
we
it?
do this.
Did you write down the person's name?
I never write down the people's names because I'm not interested in other people. I'm a narcissist.
Yes.
There was a news story. You do a news digest. You'll know this. There was a news story on the Pattaya News about a canister of radioactive isotopes that had been lost on its way from a power plant.
This is months ago.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
maybe I was watching an old episode. But Google says there are no nuclear power plants in Thailand. Are there? Hey Siri.
I'm just trying to recall in my memory, Steve.
Yeah. I'll let you compose your thoughts.
Thinking about that for a moment.
You don't believe me? I've Googled it. It says there are no nuclear power plants.
I'm pretty sure there aren't.
Thailand. Yeah. She is atomic. This is why I don't get invited out much.
I think she likes ladies.
Well,
She's
perhaps.
got two cameras.
She does, and they are sisters, never were the more devoted sisters. The missing isotopes. Anyway, who knows? Are there nuclear power plants here? I don't think there are.
But
so where did these isotopes come from?
Well, they use them in medical things. And
yes. But the report, maybe my beef is with the Pattaya News. The report said from a power plant. So... all right, or maybe
say Thai power plant?
Yes, I had not thought of that. Maybe
that's
Thailand is being paid to dispose of other people's nuclear waste. Ooh. Yeah. People had asked about Siamese cats. Are all cats in Thailand Siamese cats? Go on.
The breed Siamese cat should be separated from the using the word Siamese as a verb.
Adjective.
Yes.
Yeah, to describe
Siamese.
Yeah.
I joke with people that I've never seen a Siamese cat breed in Thailand, but every single cat that I've got and every one that I've seen are in fact Siamese cats. And there's nothing much more you can say about that, but you will try.
Well, linguistically, the word Siam is an old expression we don't use anymore, but the woman who taught me Thai...
the main BTS station is called Siam.
Well, sure. I'm sure if I put my mind to it, I can think of some American cities that are named after defunct topics now. But the woman who taught me Thai, I took a 5-week intensive Thai language course at the AUA school in Chiang Mai in '93. And my teacher, Kun Gulab, had a business. She and her Farang husband had a cattery? They bred Siamese cats for profit. And
cattery.
Yeah, so there are still, the pure breed is still here in Thailand. And in fact, my friend Martin Clutterbuck, if you want to buy a book, he wrote a book on the place of Siamese cats in traditional poetry, traditional Thai poetry. Martin Clutterbuck. And if you're interested in cats, you're interested in Siamese cats, there's this book that you can buy. Only one left, I promise.
There's Burmese cats as well. I prefer the look of and behaviour of Burmese cats to Siamese cats, but I haven't seen much of either. So you're out. You're done.
The last thing was the cigarette butt thing that we've already covered.
Okay, there you go.
So there it is. Thank you for your patience, you guys. I very much appreciate it. And thank you for your patience allowing me to do this.
I only do it because I'm paid.
Stop shouting, Steve.
Thank you very much for popping in. By the way, as mentioned, you can buy Steve's books and hear even more stories some of which might actually be true.
They're all true.
And you can find that in the description area of this particular video. Nothing more to be said about that. Reminds me of last night. And we do look forward to your responses to the program, and we do look forward to seeing you next week. I'm paying for the breakfast.
Oh, are you? That'd be great. Thanks.
Apparently. Cheers, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.